Hi, my name's Reggie the Raindrop. I'm dropping by to tell you all about desert floods and how to stay safe. A few raindrops falling in our desert can quickly turn into a raging flood. Cars can float away, people can get hurt, and homes and buildings can be destroyed. Our sky is usually sunny and clear. Rainstorms don't happen very often in our arid climate, but when rain does fall, it takes only less than an inch of rain to cause a flash flood. Here's why. We have a lot of caliche in our soil, a hard crust. Some call it desert cement that forms just under the ground so it can't absorb water. The water runs right off the ground into the streets or through washes, natural channels formed by running water. When rain falls on the west side of the Las Vegas Valley, near Red Rock, it runs to the east side near Boulder Highway. It's a big downhill slope. To look at it another way, the Las Vegas Valley is like a giant bowl tipped on its side. The rainwater doesn't soak into the ground. Instead, it just slides right down the bowl, from one side to the other. And it moves fast. Floodwater is powerful. It can move as fast as 30 miles an hour and can knock you right off your feet. Floodwater will flow through the streets, down into drainage pipes called storm drains, and into flood channels. These are pathways that direct water away from your school, your neighborhood, and your home. The water travels inside these channels until they reach a detention basin. Think of these as big bathtubs, really big bathtubs. These basins can be as big as 170 football fields in length and 55 feet deep. The detention basins take in huge amounts of floodwater and much more slowly release the water back into channels and underground storm drains so it can travel safely through the valley into Lake Mead. Channels and detention basins are no place to play. They are dangerous. The water moves so fast it can sweep you under and you could drown. Don't ever play in flood channels like this, family. And don't get in detention basins either. It is very dangerous. Keep your dogs, your cats, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, and your parents away from these areas when it rains. Do you need another reason to stay out of floodwaters? Here's one. They're absolutely filthy. Look at all this trash. Floodwaters are filled with junk, like oil, chemicals, and pet waste that washes off yards, down streets, and into storm drains and detention basins. It's a dirty and dangerous place to swim and play. The deep channels hide trash like nails, barbed wire, and construction debris. You can't always see what may be under the water. Do you think you can tell how deep this water is and what could be lurking underneath? Let's find out. Looks dangerous to me, and I bet you never guessed. Not only can this filthy water harm you, but it also hurts our environment. Water from rainstorms, sprinklers, and washing your car at home flows to Lake Mead where we get most of our drinking water. Pollutants like trash and chemicals in the water can hurt plants and wildlife like fish and birds. Everyone, including you, can help protect the land we live on, the water we drink, and the air we breathe. If you see someone dumping trash in the desert or into storm drains, tell your parents. They can call the Regional Flood Control District at 455-3139. It's so important that we all protect the environment, not only for today, but for future generations. So you know playing in floodwaters is dangerous, but what about driving in them? You think you're safe there? No way! You never want to drive through any amount of water. Just an inch of water can cause you to lose control of the car. All it takes is 2 feet of water for the car and you to be floating away. Check these drivers out. They make big mistakes. And take a look at this. These drivers couldn't even see the bridge, but they still drove right over it. Any second, the bridge could have washed away. These drivers were lucky. Search and rescue had to pull this woman to safety. She drove right into the floodwater. It didn't look deep, but the water rose quickly, and before she knew it, her van was floating in the water. She was stranded, scared, and could have been swept away in the raging water. Luckily, the rescuers came just in time. But she put her life in danger, and the lives of her rescuers. The smart thing to do is always stay away from flooded areas. Floods are very powerful and can destroy anything in its path, including homes, bridges, and streets. More people die in floods by trying to drive through flooded streets than by any other way. This puts the drivers, the passengers, and the rescuers at risk. So it's a simple decision, really. Don't drive through floodwaters. It's just not safe, and it's just not smart. Remember, when it rains, be alert. There are many signs that will tell you rain may be coming. Lightning and thunderstorms in the valley can be beautiful, but make sure you're inside to enjoy them. Listen to radio or TV. You can learn if there's a flood warning or a flash flood watch. A flood watch means it's raining heavily and a flood could happen soon. Tell an adult if you know there's a flood watch and stay out of the rain. A flash flood warning means a flash flood is happening right now. Tell an adult and get to high ground right away. You can also check out the Regional Flood Control District website at www.regionalflood.org. There, you'll find out how much rain is falling around the valley. If a lot of rain has fallen, stay inside and away from the water. Flash flood season is July through September, but floods in our valley can happen anytime and anywhere. So remember, be alert and make smart decisions so you can stay safe when you see raindrops like me in your neighborhood. See ya, I'm out of here.